Hi, I'm Dustin Hurst with the Idaho Freedom Foundation here with Lieutenant Governor Janice McGeachin. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Thank you, Justin.
So we just finished up a session, the second session of Capitol Clarity here in the Lincoln Auditorium in the State House. Can you tell us for our online viewers, what is Capitol Clarity, what you're doing it for, and how can people join it?
Capital Clarity is a way for the citizens of Idaho to become engaged and to learn how to be actively involved in the process. The purpose of our weekly meetings is threefold. One, we are here to help educate Idaho citizens on the process of what happens here at your Capitol building. Two, how to understand laws, how they're processed and how they're passed, how to read legislation, how to track legislation. And then number three, helping citizens understand how to effectively communicate your voice to your elected officials. And so that's what it is. This is our second weekly meeting. I decided to talk to some of my friends in the legislature about doing this because we are all seeing the level of interest like we've never seen before from the citizens that are really concerned about our state, concerned about our nation, the direction that we're going. On the first day of this legislative session, I had so many people that showed up in my office asking for copies of our Constitution and asking, how can I get involved? Elderly ladies, looking at me and saying, how can I don't know how to talk before a committee. Can you help me with that? And I do have 10 years of experience serving in the legislature. I chaired a contentious committee, and there is a good way to communicate your voice to your elected officials. And so that's what the purpose of this is. I just love seeing the attendance from the citizens taking an hour away from their time to come down to their capital, your capital, to understand. As you can see, we had a good turnout in the Lincoln Auditorium, and last week we had over 800 views online, and I'm excited to see how that grows. But the thing that I would like to encourage and share with people is that already you're making a difference. And that was discussed on a couple of issues. One is a rule change that was beginning to work its way through the House of Representatives that was related to the right of the people to assemble and be here. And then the other change that the governor did actually make some changes to part of his healthy order as far as the sporting events. And I believe they're talking about that at the State Board of Education today. So even before these things are complete through the legislative process, the people of Idaho are getting engaged. I know that you all care about what's happening down here. You're getting engaged and making a difference.
Absolutely. And I've been doing this for 10 years and I learned some stuff today. We went through the federal money that has come to Idaho after the CARES Act and then the supplemental in December. There was a lot of really good information. Do you know what's on tap for next week?
Not yet. I'm going to work with my friends in the legislature. I've reached out to both the Senate and the House bodies and members of the majority party and the minority party because this isn't necessarily about advocating for or against a particular legislation, but rather helping people understand the bills that are presented and again, how to be effective in communicating their concerns.
Absolutely. Well, I think it's a valuable public service. If you want to join us live, we broadcast, the Idaho Freedom Foundation broadcast these live, facebook.com/Idaho Freedom every Thursday. The time may change depending on legislative hearings, but please tune in there. And then we'll post the recording on our YouTube channel, and that's youtube.com/Idaho Freedom TV. Again, Dustin Hurst with the Idaho Freedom Foundation. Thanks for joining us today.